Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today. So today, this little beauty arrived in the post, and it is the new Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipstick in Magic Red. And it's got special packaging, so not just the box, but the lipstick tube is in a red metallic tube. And if any of you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I took a photo because it matches my mobility scooter perfectly, this metallic red of the tube. Anyway, enough of that because you want to see the lipstick. Now what I thought I'd do, I'll put details of what I'm wearing makeup wise below. I've had a really busy day. I'm just going to get on, cut to the chase, and I'm going to apply this little beauty to my lips. And then I will do you some comparisons. But I also wanted to show you another lipstick that I got while I put in the order. I'm naughty, I know. But I've been dying to try this. And I have actually sneaked a little try of it already. And it is the Superstar Lips in Everlasting Kiss. So I thought I'd show you that as well. And I've got a lot of things to say about it. And I'm very excited by this as well. So that's Everlasting Kiss. But let's do, first of all, this little beauty here. And I'm going to line my lips, first of all, with Berry Naughty. But I'm not going to fill in my lips so that you can actually see. I've got a bit of highlighter on my lips. But you can actually see the colour. All right, but you'll see a bit of highlight in the middle because I've deliberately done that. So let's do this first. Right, before I carry on, I'm just going to check back and make sure that the video didn't start off quiet and then build up, because if so, I'll have to do a retake. And I don't want to retake putting my lipstick on. No, it's magically corrected itself. Now, if it does it on this take, then I'll be really annoyed. Okay, so let's get on with this lipstick. So it is a beautiful dark red. I love dark reds. But I'm wondering, looking at this, how different it is to the other new edition, which is Scarlet Spell. So I will be doing a comparison with that in a minute. But let's just apply this on my lips because I can't wait. So there you have it, Magic Red. Beautiful Matte Revolution formula, doesn't feel too drying, still makes your lips look nice and plump, even though it's a matte. Same standard of Charlotte Tilbury's usual one. So I'll do my little pose and then I'll take a picture and put it in between, and then we'll get on to some comparisons. Okay, and now I will take a picture and I'll be right back. Okay, so before I move on to the other lipsticks, I want to tell you a little bit about this. Now, I love this lipstick. It looks quite dark, and you can see the picture that I just took was with a flash because the light is not brilliant in here. I will be sorting out the lighting soon, I promise. So on me, with the flash, it looked quite kind of browny toned. It's not, but it's quite dark. Now, if you are fair-skinned, I think you'll see from the swatch, I've put it there on the fairest part of my arm. It's one of those lipsticks that's going to look quite different depending on your skin tone, okay? So if you are quite fair, be prepared for this to look a lot more red toned. There's a lot more true red going to come out in this lipstick than on, well, you can see the difference there to the difference on my lips. It's actually going to look a lot more of a true red, okay? But it's very wearable and it's a very good winter colour. Now, I haven't done any comparisons yet because I've been out all day and this came this morning. But I wanted to do a little look at Scarlet Spell and see how different or similar it is to Scarlet Spell, which has also just recently come out, as you know, because it looked to me like it possibly could be. So I'm just going to just show you the two bullets together and you can see which is which because they're different coloured bullets. So there is Scarlet Spell and there is, and it's got the little lipstick logo on the side, and there is Magic Red. So let me just swatch Scarlet Spell next to it on my arm. Okay, so this one, it's very difficult to see in this light. Apologies for the light, everyone. But so this one to me has got a bit more of a pink undertone to it. When I say pink, I don't mean bright pink. I mean more of a kind of going towards a kind of purpley pink fuchsia, dark fuchsia spectrum, whereas this has got more of a true red in it. So sort of further red going towards brown undertone. This one is red going towards purpley pink undertone, fuchsia, dark fuchsia. I keep changing my mind. I mean dark fuchsia when I mean purpley pink. Okay, so if you ever look at a colour wheel, you'll see that the red can go from a spectrum of going from brown to red to kind of more blue. That's how it goes on the chart. So this is sort of more towards your blue. No, wrong way round. Sorry. This one is more towards your brown red. And then you've got a true red somewhere in the middle. And then this is more towards the bluey reds. Okay. Let's pause for a brief interlude while I show you a colour wheel. So as you can see on here, this is a colour wheel. Now obviously it's got segments of colours, but on some colour wheels you'll see it gradually changing colour all the way around, so it all merges into one. Now you can see here you've got your true red, and then just above it you've got orange, and then a lighter orange, and then it's going towards yellows, and then underneath you've got your magenta, and then you've got your purple, and then you've got your blue. So this is what I mean about when you're looking at reds, is if they go towards the upper end, they're going to have a bit more of a browny undertone. But if they're going towards the lower end, they're going to have a bit more blue coming into it to look more magenta. And then the true red is in the middle. I hope all that makes sense, but do ask me questions if you're not clear. I thought I'd show you this colour wheel where they all merge into one so that you can see how some of the reds actually look more bluey toned and the others look more orangey, browny toned. And then you've got your true red in the middle. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. But quite similar in tone, but not in undertone, if that makes sense. So let's now look at some of the other reds by Charlotte Tilbury and see if we can look at some comparisons there. Okay, I've surrounded myself in lipsticks now, and I'm kind of sticking mainly to the Matte Revolutions. What Charlotte does tend to do sometimes is she will do equivalent shades in different formulas and call them something else. So for example, you can get a similar shade to Night Crimson, but in Hollywood lips. And you can get a similar shade to Pillow Talk in Hollywood lips. They're almost equivalents, but in a different formula. So I'm just going to stick, apart from I think with one that I've used a kissing formula, to the Matte Revolutions. okay? Because obviously if you're looking to see what they're similar to, then it's good to just stick to the same formula. Now the first one that came to mind, and bearing in mind I haven't compared these at all yet, but I'm just going from what's in my head when I'm seeing something. And when I swatch it, it might not be anything like it. The first one that came to my mind was Patsy Red, and actually looking at this, no, this is a lot brighter. So I am going to swatch this next. So, and I will put a photograph here. So, here is Patsy Red. So Patsy Red is a lot more true red, and a lot less brown undertone in it than this one. And I'm just going to show you that next. So we have Magic Red, we have Scarlet Spell, and then we have Patsy Red. Okay, so you can see it's a lot lighter as well. All right, and I'm going to do a photo and put it here. Okay, the next one I wondered about was Amazing Amal. And again, I haven't done these comparisons at all yet, so I might be wrong, but I think it does look quite similar, but maybe a little bit lighter. So I'm just going to swatch that one next, and then I will also put a picture in between. So that is Amazing Amal, and that does look lighter than. So we have, again, Magic Red, Scarlet Spell, we have Patsy Red, and then we have Amazing Amal. Okay, and I will put a photograph here. I'm not going to keep going through all the names because I am going to forget them all in a minute, but thankfully I've listed them. Okay, the next one I wanted to look at was So Marylin, which is here. Now that is a kissing formula, and again I think it looks a lot lighter, but I'm going to put So Marylin next on my arm and show you that. And actually it doesn't swatch lighter, it swatches, but it's a lot more, it's just got a lot deeper red in it. So let me just show you that. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. So there is So Marylin, and there is Magic Red. And I will put another picture here. Okay, I'm going to whiz through some that I kind of ruled out. This is Red Carpet Red. Now that is more of a true blue red, very like MAC's Ruby Woo. I will put a picture at the end and I will show you that. I'm going to swatch it here, but I'm not going to keep putting pictures because this is going to go on for long. But I think I will find that, yes, that is a true red, whereas this one is deeper than that. Okay, so that's that one. And then I'm going to move on to, now Bond Girl I think is far browner, but what did look quite similar is Walk of Shame. And I just wanted to have a look at Walk of Shame next. And I'm going to place this right next to this Magic Red to see how similar, because I think that from looking at it, that could be the most close, but I may be wrong. So I'm just going to put that one right next to it on my arm. And it's not. You can't see it because of where I've swatched it. Hang on, let me put it the other side. Okay, so that's Walk of Shame, and that is Magic Red. So this has got more brown in it. This one has got more red, as you can see, and it's darker. Now what else could it be? There are other ones here. There's Red Carpet Red. I've done Red Carpet Red. What am I talking about? Done Red Carpet. We'll do Bond Girl, and I'm going to swatch Bond Girl under Walk of Shame, just so that we can have a look at those. And again, it's that Bond Girl's got is lighter, and it's got more of a purple undertone to it. And then we have Love Liberty, which I think again is going to be a lot fairer than this, but I will put that underneath. No, it's too purple. Too purple undertoned. And we have Love Bite, which actually is not going to be, because it's a really bright true red. So I'm not even going to bother to swatch that one. So those are the colours, and I would say that probably out of all of them, I'm going to have to look back, but I think that this one here is going to be the closest, which is, I'll have to look back and I'll do it on the voiceover, but the second one from the bottom is probably the closest to that one, and I've forgotten what it is. I'll put it on voiceover for you. And the second one from the bottom is So Marylin, which doesn't surprise me because it is a darker true red, and it is the closest when you look up in person. It may not be as you're looking at the screen, but as I'm looking at it, it is the closest. Still not exactly the same, but the closest one you're going to get. And of course, So Marylin is a kissing formula, and this one is a matte revolution. So those are all the lipsticks, and I'm going to try and get all of these onto a photograph so that you can see them all together. Okay, so looking at all the swatches, I would say that this lipstick is for you if you like Ruby Woo by MAC and you like Red Carpet Red, but you wanted something slightly deeper, then this is good, because it is a very good kind of blue red, but a darker blue red than the classic true reds that you see in Ruby Woo and Red Carpet Red. And not as much brown. It tends to be when you go to the darker ones, it will either have a bit more blue in the background, in which case it's going to look a bit like a dark fuchsia, just like Scarlet Spell, or it's going to look more browny and more of a kind of brick shade, whereas this is very close to a true red, but darker than Ruby Woo and Red Carpet Red. I hope that makes sense. So that is who this lipstick's for. Now, before I go, I also wanted to show you the other lipstick that I got, which was Superstar Lips in Everlasting Kiss. And I'm delighted with this, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. So I'll be right back, and I'm going to take this off and I'm going to apply it for you. Okay, I'm back. So I got very excited. I did take a sneaky peek at this lipstick earlier on, and I got really excited because I wanted to try this. I've been intrigued by it. When they brought out the new colours in Superstar Lips, so this is Everlasting Kiss. When they brought them out, I thought, do you know what? They all look quite similar-ish, and I'm not really that tempted. And then I used one of my Superstar Lips a few days ago, and it really moisturised my lips because they've been getting quite dry with central heating, being at the hospital, everything. So, and it made me want to try this one, and especially when Charlotte did her recent tutorial, she used this, and I got it, and I was really excited when I put it on because it reminds me very much of the equivalent. I think that this is the equivalent lipstick, but in Matte Revolution, of Supermodel. And Supermodel, along with Daniel Sandler's Micro Red, lives in my handbag or my bag if I'm wearing my little handbag. It lives there because it is my perfect nude lipstick. A lot of people, it's Pillow Talk, but for me, because I'm slightly darker, Supermodel is my perfect nude. And this, when I put it on, reminded me of the kind of glossy version of Supermodel. It's very slightly more peachy than Supermodel. And really good lip liner that goes with Supermodel, so presumably it's going to go well with this, is Super Size Me. So I'm going to put Super Size Me on, and actually you can see from this pencil how much use, because it's shorter than a lot of my other ones. I'm going to put this on and just line my lips with it first. There might be a little bit of a stain left, shouldn't be, from that other lipstick. Now, here is Everlasting Kiss. I nearly forgot the name of it. So this has now become my favourite Superstar lips, because it is my perfect nude. And when I say my perfect nude, what I'm saying, I'm sure you all know what I mean by that. But if when you put a lipstick on, it looks like your lips but evened out in terms of the shade. It just looks like the shade of your lips but evened out and just perfected. Then that is your perfect nude. Perfect nude isn't about being pale. It is about being the colour. So if you're very dark, your perfect nude is going to be a lot darker than if you're very fair. And this, for me, is what my lips look like if they were evened out. The colour was evened out all over, and that is my colour. So this is now probably going to be my new live in the handbag with my Daniel Sandler Micro Red. I think I'm still going to love my Matte Revolution one, but I definitely recommend this. If you're similar skin tone to me and lipsticks look similar on you than they do on me, then this little beauty is the perfect nude for you, and it is so moisturising and lovely and glossy. Look at that. I will do a close-up and then I'll do a photo and a swatch. So wearable. Right, photo and swatch coming up next. Okay, so that's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, do press the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. Now, this week, I'm going to try and do some more lives. And I was thinking of doing quite a few this week on catch up. I'm not going to commit too much right now because my dad wasn't very well today. So in case, fingers crossed, he's going to be all right tomorrow. But just in case anything happens, I don't want to say I'm definitely doing it, but I had an idea that from Tuesday onwards, to try and do some daily lives this week, just to catch up with you all, and do alternate them between 9 in the morning for those of you in Australia who can catch me before you go to bed, and then I'll do another one when Jack gets home from school at about 3:30 to 4 o'clock for those of you in America who are going to miss the 9 o'clock lives. So, and alternate them between days. So, as I said, I can't commit to them now and say I'm definitely going to do them. But the idea is that I'm going to do Tuesday at 9, then Wednesday at 4. But do keep a lookout on my community posts where I will confirm as soon as I can my lives before they go out. And I'll try and do it at least 2 hours before I go live. All right? And that way, I'm not going to let anyone down. As you know, I'm just trying to really, I'm visiting my dad and he's not very well. So it's really difficult for me to commit. But I miss you all and I really want to see you. So keep a lookout in those community posts and I'll see you all next week. Have a lovely weekend. Take care. Any questions, please post them below. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Mwah.